Chartemis Prime, Chartemis Prime, reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shits, Chartemis, subscribe,
I tend to stick this in Ultron's mouth. Hey, what's up, you guys? Chartemis Prime here doing another Marvel Select review on the Marvel Select Nightcrawler. Gotta give big thanks to my local comic book shop, Coastside Comics. Pick this up over there. Costs $25. If your local comic book shop doesn't have one, or you don't have a local comic book shop, you can pick it up at Big Bad Toy Store.
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
This is a smaller Marvel Select compared to some of the other ones that have come out. Honestly, I feel like $25 is just like a little on the steep side, but you know, he has this base right here and you get Nightcrawler and that's pretty much it. So it's not really a rip-off or anything. It's just not as much stuff compared to, like, you know, the Marvel Select Venom or Juggernaut and stuff like that. I really like this base a lot, though. This is very cool, very translucent, as you can obviously tell, and I really like the purple paint on this. You can see it kind of looks like watercolor a little. You can see how the paint is applied in there. Very cool. I like it. The sculpt of the BAMF is nice. I like how I have this dark black going on in the middle. It has two pegs, so you got one for each foot, even though I haven't really found a way to, like, pose him in a cool way planted with both pegs, but you know, not a bad BAMF. I wish it was thick enough where you could get it mounted on the wall, because you know, it'd be kind of neat if you can get him in a really cool pose, like having it mounted against the wall and you have Nightcrawler kind of like BAMFing so it's behind him. So I don't know, I guess you could be creative and like figure out a way to do that. It shouldn't be too bad. I like the sculpt of the face and everything. I think the paint applications make him look a little chalky, but it does have paint detail, and I'm always a fan of paint detail, so I don't know, I feel kind of mixed about how this looks. It does look a little weird, but at the same time, I guess, you know, for a skin texture, it does work out pretty well. There's no paint detail in his hair or anything. Pretty decent sculpt on the hair. I like how the ears came out. I like how they actually have the fangs in there, so you can see his fangs and his teeth, and the lips are actually a darker blue than the rest of the figure. I don't know if it's better than the Marvel Legends one. I like both of these. I guess some people may have a problem with the Marvel Legends head sculpt, especially with that huge Bruce Campbell chin, you know, but I don't know, I never had a problem with this. I think they both look pretty jamming, you know. Danke. I think all three figures from the Marvel Universe, Marvel Legends, and Marvel Select are all good Nightcrawler figures. These two both have blue shading in the gloves and in the feet area. The Marvel Select is the only one that does not have that. But at the same time, both of these have the bendy tail. The Marvel Universe doesn't. And, you know, I just gotta say, overall, the Marvel Legends by far obliterates the other two figures. So let's do another Marvel action figure face comparison. MU, ML, MS. MU, ML, MS. MU, ML, MS. MS, MS. MU. Figure has some nice shading going throughout. All the black parts have blue going over it. I think that's very cool. The white is just a solid white. Nice sculpting in the hands. You have this open hand kind of pose right here. Then you have more of a closed one. I guess you might be able to fit a sword in there or something if you like. But the red is just a solid color red. There's no shading on it at all whatsoever. And then we have more shading on the legs over here, and then some more nice sculpting on his feet, and he does have peg holes, and even nice sculpting at the bottom. The tail has the same kind of shading applications as his face, so that's pretty good. It matches up, it's consistent. I like that. It has a bend right here in the middle of his, you know, at the end of the tail, so I think that's on purpose and everything, so I guess he's supposed to be able to grab stuff with it. And I do like that it's articulated. It has a bendy wire inside. Very cool, and it's much longer than the Marvel Legends tail, by the way. You can't really rotate it or anything. Actually, let's just get into the articulation. So Nightcrawler's head moves up a decent amount. I like that. That's pretty cool. It does have a neck hinge, and you can also rotate it side to side, and he does move down pretty far. Dig that. He has nice ball jointed shoulders and move outward. They move forward. He has a bicep swivel. Single jointed elbows that bend that much. His wrists move side to side. No up or down movement. He has a diaphragm joint that can twist side to side over here. It can move forward just a little bit, but not that much. It moves back actually a lot better than it does move forward, which is a little annoying because I'd rather have the figure bend forward more so than bend backwards. He has a waist joint, which I really like that they gave him both. He has hip joints that work out very well. They're ball jointed hips that move outward, they move forward, so they're on T joints. Very nice. He has upper thigh rotation right there. He has double jointed knees. And he has ankles that move up and down, and there's no side-to-side movement at all whatsoever. I wish there was a calf cut or, I don't know, at least the ankle pivot. That new ankle pivot would have been really nice on this character, but yeah, that's the biggest disappointment on the figure for me is no ankle pivot. I miss that a lot. And the tail, like I said, is totally posable, so you could bend it any which way you want. I don't know, I always like to try to keep track of where the wire is, or else you're going to get that weird thing where you bend it and it's going to tilt to the side or something like that. So very long tail. I mean, especially compared to the Marvel Legends one over here. I mean, you can see this is a lot thicker and shorter, but, you know, of course, a much smaller figure, you know. So this is a Marvel Select, and he stands just a little over 7 inches tall. And there's a side-by-side comparison with the Marvel Legends version of him. So, yeah, way bigger. And this guy does not come with a sword. I believe this is Loki's sword or Taskmaster's sword. And here he is next to Colossus, which, I don't know, I think Nightcrawler is a little tall in comparison to Colossus. So, I don't know. But this Colossus can be used for a Marvel Legends display if you wanted to. I think it, you know, looks a little better like this, you know what I'm saying, even though he's a bit oversized. But yeah, I mean, still very cool Nightcrawler figure. I like it a lot. The Marvel Legends one is pretty hard to get a hold of, so if you need a substitute, then, you know, go ahead and pick this guy up. I mean, you can really get him to some decent poses. I really like getting him into these, you know, squatting poses. It works out pretty well. So the height thing can be masked by, you know, getting him in pretty cool pose. I like this figure very, very much. Oh, one other thing I have to mention is that I feel like the tail is barely hanging on, where it's, you know, stuck to his butt. It's just kind of on there. I have a feeling that over time, if I mess with this too much, it might break off. So I kind of want to throw that warning out there. Just gotta push that out there. So yeah, I hope you guys like my review. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It should be up there somewhere. I don't know. And also, please check the description for my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter accounts. I'm on all that stuff. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next review. Catch you later. Peace.
Crispy.
Have you done watching my videos? Where are you going?
BKBN.net.
Where are you going?
BKBN.net.
Get a hold of. So if